The last time that I featured the Object 268 V4 was 2 years ago. So I think it's about time that we played some games in it. Equipment for this tank, you can either go with vents or a turbo, and then HP boost and a rammer are what I like to run with. You could maybe ditch the HP boost, but that extra track health is really, really nice to have. For the crew, obviously you want brothers in arms and also repairs. On the commander, you can go with recon and situational awareness, and on the loader, make sure you have intuition and safe stowage. The rest of the perks are down to you. They're all kind of personal preference from that point. For the ammo loader on this tank, we are going to go with 10-18-2. I think that's a pretty nice kind of all-round good strategy to have. Most of the time, you don't need to fire 360 heat, but when you do come up against tier 10 heavies, it's super nice to have that heat round. Now for field mods on this tank, go for left, right, right, and then the 7th one is down to you. Either side is weighing pros and cons of how you actually want to set up your tank. You could go for more hit points on the left, or you could go for the better reload speed on the right. Either one works, or you could pick none if you don't want to choose one. For number 8, left hand side, you're good to go. Well, we're on Empire's border, and we are going to be firing an AP round to start things off, because we should be fast enough to get up here and maybe get one of the shells in straight away, which is going to be super nice. Why is there an AMX camping at the back of the map? Well, you definitely see some weird things. There's that first shot. Can't really do too much at the moment. There we go. Put another one in. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the view range to be able to keep them spotted. I mean, maybe we do on this super conch, but yeah, there's no way of us shooting the E3 at the moment, unless he's going forwards, which it looks like he is. Weirdly, most of the enemy tanks have gone over to the north, which makes no real sense. Although all of our tanks are here, so this is pretty open in the middle. We'll have to see how this one goes. Not really much point of pushing in at the moment. Now, we have plenty of people going back, and I'm kind of tempted to go back myself. But also... well, is this AMX coming down? Looks like it's coming down, but we're also kind of losing this side as well, which is a problem. Of course, we cannot pen the lower plate of an E3. So we're going to load gold. There we go, put one into the AMX. Unfortunately, this really isn't looking so great for us. If we can try and kill this E3, then it might look a bit better for us in a second. Good. Get one in. Of course, he just snaps our cupola at this distance. Because, yes, very easy thing to do, apparently, for this guy. Another one into the conch. Alright, can we kill this other AMX? Where is he? That's annoying. Okay, we have to go down. Maybe we can try and bait this guy out. Ready? On the move. Easy. I mean, it went pretty close to where I was aiming it, to be fair. Kill this conch. Repair that. If I can kill this AMX and then... yeah, I mean this is lost unfortunately, no matter what I try and do here. We can't cap in time. I don't think no matter which way I go, I'm not going to get back in time to decap it. I have to kind of pray that they don't cap. But I'm pretty certain they are going to cap. Yeah, even if I wanted to, I can't do it. So we'll just go for damage at the end here and just see if we can, what more we can get out of this game. Low roll. Interesting. I'll try and ram this Progetto. Oh. No ram kill for me. Can I ram you? I can ram you. That's pretty nice. Well, I mean, we get 5k. So, damage-wise, that's pretty good. Well, I mean, at the end of all of that, we do get 5k damage, so that's pretty nice to have. Yeah. Not a lot really we could have done differently. I mean, yeah, we could have run all the way back and just get nothing for our efforts. But it's not worth it, honestly. If I had gone all the way back to base at the start, or started when they started cap, it wouldn't have made much difference. I would have just died anyway. Like, the people in the middle weren't coming back. Like, they were just happy to sit there. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Well, we are now on Mountain Pass, and at least we've spawned on the good side. Although, until you start losing, this is the good side, I guess. Because if you start winning this side, then everyone just camps on the hills. Very fun. Do I want to push? Yeah, you know what? I'll push down with this Udez. He's playing aggressive. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Now, who is going to be over this way? That is the real question. I mean, there is going to be people. If they're on the move, I mean, why not? Might as well try it. Man, this thing is so fast. Hello, Scorpion G. Oh, artillery! Bye-bye, artillery! Wave goodbye. Hopefully there's no one to my left. So if there's people to my left, then that is actually going to be quite a problem. I'm also just missing the gun depression every single time I go for this Scorpion. Alright, get rid of him. Okay, buddy. You know what, I'll repair that and get my tracks to be repaired normally. Let's continue. Very nice. That is an E3 there, which is a problem. Nice, he's dead. We're already capping. Time to ram. Hello, Cobra. He had so much fun. You can tell that he had a lot of fun. Yeah. Just keep going. See, this tank is really, really balanced against anything that's not its own tier, you know? Very balanced tank. Are we heavier than you? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to fight you instead. You missed that one. Boing. Nothing wrong with this tank. This tank's fine. Another 5k damage. Lovely. So this time we get 5.2k damage, which is really, really nice. And we can also apply this to get some extra XP for the field mods. We'd have actually even gained credits even without this mission bonus. So That is pretty nice. But it does mean that I can also get my first field mod on this. So that is the 268v4. This thing is extremely good when you get in the right matchup. If you don't get in the right matchup, you will get absolutely destroyed. And the gun can really troll you very, very hard. Now, I know that we had a very good 2 games here, right, with 5k. But all it takes is one bit of bad RNG and you are not going to have a good game. You get on the wrong map, you get on the wrong matchup, and you are just not having a good time. Play it to its strengths. Obviously, you can play it up close, but the further away that you get, it's actually kind of better. Like, you want to play this tank at like mid-range kind of thing, rather than close up, because if you get close up, they can start to snap your cupola and also go through the upper plate right here. To show you what I mean, this is against itself with its AP rounds. When the tank, you get close enough, and then you can aim down on its upper plate, it gets really, really easy to pen. Especially if it starts bouncing backwards and forwards. Because obviously the people are going to try and make the cupola a lot harder for you to hit when they bounce back and forwards. But when they do that, if you can time it right, you have an easy pen on the upper plate. And if you fire heat, this becomes very, very easy. Like, even at a lot harder angle to hit, if you have very, very good heat rounds, like, you know, 360, like if you're playing against itself, then you can easily go through this. And obviously, if it's angled, you can go through it anyway. So even if you're in a tier 8, for example, let's go and take a look at a Tiger 2. So this is a Tiger 2 with its normal ammo. If you go and face hug one of these and it starts bouncing, just go straight through it. Literally just punish it. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, you're definitely taller than it. And then you can just aim down and pen it right there on the upper plate. And they will be extremely grateful for that. If you're in a Tiger 2, do not even bother trying to pen the cupola, because it's just not going to happen. Like, look at that. Unless you want to fire APCR, and then yes, you can pen the cupola, but the fact that you need APCR to pen a weak spot is stupid. So do I recommend this tank? Sure. Why not? I mean, it's a tier 10 after all. There's not really any worry about going down a tier 10 because, you know, it's a tier 10. It's not like it's you having to pay money. You just have to grind. And if you're okay with grinding, then that's great. And it won't cost you anything but time. Is it worth it for you for your very first tier 10? Probably not. I'd still recommend like a 277 or something more forgiving on the entire line, because as much as, yes, the SU85, the SU100, the SU100M1 are really good tanks, the SU101 is a little bit of a stinker, and the Object 263 again is great once it gets a top gun, but also can be very annoying to try and play with. And the fact that you don't have turrets can also really, really hinder your performance. But I am testing out some new things, so that was only 2 games instead of the normal 3. Hopefully this is more concise and compact, and also it should help with the overall timings of the videos. So let me know what you think down below in this kind of mini review of a 268v4, and I'll see you on the next one.